Hello. Thanks for finding the Healthy Butter channel. My name is Chris Butterworth. I spend a lot of energy and a lot of effort fighting Father Time and talking about or thinking about the things that we can do to feel younger as we get older. Functional fitness is a big part of that. Movement-based fitness. I did a double club workout this weekend. I think it's on this side. And not only is this such a great workout for balance and movement around your body, but this particular workout this weekend crystallized 3 points that I talk about a lot on this channel. And well, let's jump in. Let's talk about that. When you're doing functional fitness, when you're doing movement patterns and movement-based fitness, this is probably true with anything, but it's really true with the functional fitness, is that you have to learn the movement before you can make the movement work for you. You can't pick up a mace and start whipping it around and get an amazing workout the first day. You're gonna be like, wait, how does this work? And you can spend 5, 10, 15 minutes with it, and your arms might get a little tired, but you're really not getting a full body workout. You're not sweating. You have to figure out how the movement works. It comes around you, it goes down, it comes back up. And once you start to get comfortable with those movements, then you can lean into them. You can push a little harder, you can do more, you can go up in weight. And pretty soon, your whole body says, oh, wow, this is good stuff. Well, it's the same thing with all the stuff that we do with kettlebells. Technique is critical. Getting your form right, practicing the movement is really important. And then you start to build into the point where you're pushing your body really hard. Same thing with clubs, same thing with double clubs. There's also going to be limiting points along the way. There's going to be break points or bottlenecks, blockers. When I was doing double clubs, when I first started out, my hands were the weak spot. After about 30 seconds, my hands would start to cramp up, maybe more than that, maybe 45 seconds. My hands would start to cramp up, and you had to put them down. I couldn't hold them anymore. And so I certainly wasn't working my body, and that was even at a lighter weight. Eventually, hands got a little better, but forearms became the limiting factor. I would do 60 seconds on, 60 seconds off. I think I even increased to 70 seconds on and 50 seconds off, but it was always fighting my forearms. So even though I'm doing all these movements, I wasn't getting a full hardcore workout through my whole body. I could feel portions. I loved the movements and how they made my shoulders feel. But I wasn't getting that workout. This weekend was the first time where I could actually push through. Yes, my forearms got tired, but I was doing the entire movements. If you look at this video, I'm starting out doing pretty basic stuff, some inside circles, outside circles, some pendulums. I do some stuff above the head, but it's not until later in the video where I start to get into the compound movements, where I'm doing mills, where you go around the bottom and then over the top. And I start to do doubles, so I'm doing 2 at a time. And then I'm doing them asynchronously, where one is going around my head, but the other one is going around by my knees. And that's a challenge for me. That's balance issues, but it's also a neurologic challenge, letting your body work in 2 different planes at the same time. For me, I am not a drummer. Keeping a beat with one hand and then hitting the other, I just can't do it. It's kind of a rub your tummy and pat your head thing. And this is a really challenging workout for me. It makes my brain work as well as my body. Anyway, this weekend was the first time that I got through that, where whole body engagement, sweaty from head to toe, felt it in my core, felt it in my shoulders, felt it in my legs from balancing, just all the way around. It was a great workout, but it really did hit home the message of practice the movements first, get good at the movements, then increase your time and your weight and get to the point where it actually becomes a workout. Now, I can't wait to do my next one. This has become one of my favorite workouts over the last few times I've done it, and I can't wait to do my next one now that I know that it's a full body workout. The second thing that I learned this weekend, or reiterated this weekend, is that these functional workouts are different from mainstream. Look at what I'm doing here. You will not see that in any big box gym anywhere in America. It's just different. It's frustrating when you realize how this unlocks your body. You do these movements and your body just feels great. And then you say, why doesn't everybody do it? But everybody doesn't do it. Mainstream, between, from the 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way through to today, we've got 50 or 60 years of history of Gold's Gym and bodybuilding and powerlifting. And that's what is considered normal. So for an example, I was in the middle of this workout. I was probably 2/3 of the way done. I'm doing some of the asynchronous movements, and my son, 21 years old, comes in from his workout. He had just been at the gym, and he looks like a typical 21-year-old bodybuilder, like shaped like a V. You could see every muscle in him. He looks fantastic, but his movement's not as good as it was when he was younger and skinnier. He used to be a soccer player, and he didn't have as much weight, and he was very graceful. Now he's a little clunky in his movement. He doesn't care because he's 21 years old, so why would you? So even though he knows that I do this, even though that he's seen me do this for several years, he walked in, took one look at me, and asked if I was trying out for Cirque du Soleil. So thanks. That's really what I need to hear. But it just hits how different this is from mainstream. So I have all of my friends know that I do this. All of my work colleagues know that I do this. All of my family members know that I do this. Nobody else does it with me. I am on my own. I'm on an island. I've had several people over the last couple of years talk to me about their shoulder is jacked up, or I've got this pain over here, and I'm not, what would I recommend? And I talk to them about this. Let's get a pair of light clubs, Indian clubs, depending on what it is, do some two-handed kettlebell swings. Let's get your body in balance and you're going to feel better. None of them follow through. So this is sort of a isolationist path. And that brings me to the third point in this video. One of the reasons that I am doing these videos, one of the reasons that I started this challenge is for the community aspect of it. I really don't have anybody to talk to about my workouts. Nobody cares. Everybody else does different workouts. But vocalizing it, talking through it, thinking about it helps me get my head into the right place, think about the things that went well, think about what I want to do next time, kind of recap what I did. It also helps build a community. And I want others out there to learn what I've gone through without having to learn it the hard way, to learning it on your own. There are just so many things that you gain from experience and trial and error. And I want to share all that. I want others to be able to ask me questions. I want to be able to ask other people questions. I want to learn how your workout's going. I want people to be able to share with each other. So I am trying to build a community here, because while this is the greatest thing in the world for your body, how I feel today at 56 compared to how I felt when I turned 50, I'm not even the same person. I feel great, but it is a little bit isolationist, and we all need community. So wrap that all together. That workout that was on the screen, I think it's ended now, that's a fantastic workout, just like a lot of these workouts are. It's going to make your body feel good, but you want to be able to share it with people. Hopefully you have a friend to go through this with, a husband and a wife. My wife is now doing clubs and some kettlebell, so we can at least share part of it. She's not quite as into program building as I am, but she does like how the exercises make her body feel. So it's all of these things encapsulated together, and I thought I'd share today. Thanks for listening. If you found this helpful at all, please subscribe. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to talk about a different topic another time. And we'll end there. Have a great day. Go get better.